Today, I want to talk about, that pain, it's something that you feel inside, but it's not sadness. It's just something that pressure your heart. You don't know exactly what is, but you just feel it. Yes, today I woke up feeling that. And do you know what's that? This is just a pain. And I try to forget. I try to avoid it. I was doing my breakfast. I was doing other things, scrolling social media, or trying to think about the good things in my life. Because that's what the people say, yeah? You need to forget about it and instead just move on. Trying to be positive, isn't it? But somehow you just can't. You just feel that pain, yeah? And that's what I try to do. And that is what I would like to talk about today with you. How we heal the pain. My name is Marisa Reis, and I love learning about self-care. I did for many years therapist. I did coaching. Well, I love all the subjects because I love evolving and improving myself and understand myself. I have listened my whole life that maybe it's about my mindset, that maybe it's about not being positive enough. And sometimes you just blame yourself for not allowing yourself to be more positive. Like how the other people can just be positive and I'm here feeling this pain, feeling this sadness, feeling this ache in my heart. And I was blaming myself for that, for not being positive enough. Sometimes looking at others' life, at others' social media, life, people, and thinking like maybe my problem's not that big, or maybe my problem is not that small, or maybe their lives are better. You start comparing yourself. You start learning from the others, listening to the others' advice. And I tried many things. I am a person who really try. If someone tells me, I used to do that. If someone tells me that I will be a better person doing that, doing this, I will definitely try it, because this is something inside me very strong. I always want to evolve myself my whole life. I'm never a person that stay in the comfort zone, adjusting myself for that. I always question things. I always question that we as person can be better, and we as population, as society can be better, but without crossing our limits, crossing our peace for doing that. I always believed that, and I never knew what was exactly calling me to be that. And yeah, I was always trying to maybe avoid the pains and turning this mindset of being positive. Yeah, but nothing worked. And I would like to know if that resonates with all of you. I think that's important to know as well. So if you are listening to that, I would love to hear more. Please comment. So going back to my routine, today this is my first video, by the way, here on YouTube. And I hope that this is being very helpful for all of you. So I woke up today thinking that I might talk about this because that can resonate with all of you. And by the way, I was trying to forget that, and what I did, something that I love doing, I went to the gym. I tried to forget the pain of my heart and tried also to go to the gym to feel pain, yeah? No pain, no gain. And by the way, if you want to see a little bit, that was how was my routine, a little bit of my gym section today, if you want to have a look. So going back, sometimes the pain of physical pain is easier. Yeah, sometimes we take a medicine and it goes away. And that is what we try to do by swifting our mindset for positive things. Yeah, this is kind of the same. We suppress our pain. It doesn't go out naturally. We just try to take a medicine and forget about our pain. But different from the gym, that you build muscles, you get better. But different from our body, our heart replies differently from our body. Yeah, I would say that physical, it's more material, yeah, things, and you can solve as material things. Medicine, doctor, you can see the solution in a material world, but from our feelings, from our emotions, it's different. Have you noticed that? So I remember also when I'm at a moment of my life that I was in a very big pain. And I remember to try to avoid again and try to solve that in a different way. I was trying to understand where the sadness came from and try to solve them. Just as a body ache. But it didn't, yeah. It got bigger, actually, because when you don't feel your emotions, it just gets bigger. Maybe you can numb it from working, partnerships, traveling, parties. Sometimes we just try to avoid feeling that pain. Or sometimes you can just go deeper in a depression, and which is actually, depression is something that it's very profound, yeah, because this is your heart, your soul telling you something that you can't avoid. Yeah. But going back to the sadness, I try to avoid, and it got bigger. So when finally I really start to feel that emotion, crying, let all that thoughts, not avoiding them, all that thoughts go away and pass through my mind, pass through my heart, and letting the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions just flow. Because that's actually what's happening, yeah? The emotions are there, but they need to flow. They need you to feel it. So just feeling that you can really heal. And I will tell you, when you feel your emotions, your pain, your sadness, even your happiness, you let that emotion flows. Your body needs to flow your emotions. You can't hide from yourself. You can't suppress your emotions. You need to let your emotions flow. And after crying, after letting go, it's really important to have self-responsibility. And what does it mean? And we can talk about that further in another video, but self-responsibility is transmuting that pain in not victimization. It's transmuting that pain, trying to understand what this pain is trying to teach me. And I know that for many of people, this pain can feel like it's not my fault, or what I can do with that. And maybe you can feel confused about not being a victim, about self-responsibility, and about transmuting that pain. But be gentle with yourself. That can take time. You need to maybe feel that emotion. You really need to understand your emotion as well, and where it came from deep down. Because most of times we are still understanding on the surface level and not on a deep level. And that is my message for you. Don't avoid, feel it, and mainly think about what this is trying to teach me and how can I transmute that for me to be free, for not to be a victim, for me not to feel that pain. But just remember, when you try to fix, changing, being a positive way, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say for you to transmute, to feel and think how this can teach me to be a better person, because believe me, life is happening for you, and this is meant for something that maybe now you don't realize, but in the future you will. And this is something for a reason. So don't try to fix them, don't try to suppress. Feel it and transmute it. Yes, and light is conscience. Don't forget about that. So thank you for watching this video, and I wait you to watch more of that. Thank you. Bye bye.